Hey y'all, Ben with Looking Real here. Welcome back to the channel. As promised in last week's video, I am going to do a walkthrough of my new boat. This is my 2014 175 Pro Team Bass Tracker. So it's a 17.5 foot, that's what that 175 stands for, with the tracker trailer that came with it. If you come back here, we've got a power pole right here. Couldn't tell you how deep it goes, not very deep. And then it's got I believe a 60 horsepower Mercury. It's the original motor, pretty low hours. Thing's solid. I keep that cover on just to keep it from getting sun faded. It's also got a step. Alright, so let's start here in the back. Like I said, we've got the power pole here. The power pole controls are this switch right here. Just switch that on and then the power pole's good to go. I've got a remote that's attached to the front console right here, the driving console, and controls in the front. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Back here we have a triple bank battery system, so a 36 volt system. This is a brand new battery that I just put in, and then we've got two more batteries back there, and then a almost 22 gallon fuel tank. And then behind both seats, we've got storage for tackle boxes. They fit 3700s perfectly. And then right here, we've got the main live well. Couldn't tell you how many gallons it is, but it aerates and recirculates. And it's got a drain plug. It's got all the good stuff. And then as we move into the main area, so then we got our driver console. So in the front here, we've got our mount for our Garmin ECHOMAP Ultra HD. So that goes right here. You can twist this out so it actually faces you properly. And like I said, this is the controls for the power pole here. Obviously got your normal gauges or gauge cluster, then you've got your nav lights here, and then all your live well controls right here. And then this actually came on the boat from the previous owner, this Rapala plier holder. It's magnetic right here, so I can actually leave this here while driving down the road and it does not come out. He also left those pliers there for me. So right here we have another accessory that the original owner, so I'm the third owner of this boat, so there was originally a small seat here, but he opted to change that for this awesome middle console thing. So you got two cup holders here and then a storage right here, and then forgive the water, it's been raining, that lifts up and you've got some storage right here. So I've got an extra prop and then just some kind of like knives, different things like that here, extra parts just in case. This seat does lift up, but it doesn't have any storage here, so not sure even why it lifts up. And then underneath me, got our passenger seat, and this is where I keep all my ropes, first aid kit, fire extinguisher, all that kind of stuff that you need on the boats. And then it also has, it's kind of buried, an inverter right here. So this is what I use to charge my triple bank battery system. So back here, this plug right here, you just plug that into any outlet, any extension cord, and it will automatically charge these 3 batteries. Figure I'll show you guys this, kind of fun. Got my favorite little keychain. If you know, you know. And then something else here. So you have these 2 waterproof storage compartments. They're missing the covers, obviously. I just need to order those. You can pretty much get those from any Bass Pro Shop. 2 cup holders here, drain, and then a small storage right here. I'm not exactly sure what this storage is for because it always fills with water. So if anyone knows down in the comments, let me know what you're even supposed to put in there. So then as we move forward, we got our main rod locker storage right here. This is my favorite one. Like I said, guys, it's been raining, so forgive all the moisture. So in here, I've got obviously a bunch of tackle. I've got extra reels in here, got like my nav light stuff in here. And then I've got my collapsible net right here. And then, as you guys will see in the upcoming footage, I recently picked up this Yak Attack camera mount. So it's a huge mount, and I also have a phone mount on it. If you look right here, I put the mount for it right here so you guys can get a nice shot of me fishing. So you guys can see the fish better as I catch it, hook sets, that kind of stuff. I thought that would be a nice addition to the boat. So you have 8 rod slots here. Obviously I don't really keep many rods in here. I mostly keep them on the deck, but I have kept some in here before, depending on what we're throwing that day. And then underneath me, right here, we have our second live well. And it's got this special top. I think it's designed for a bait bucket. You can see this half circle right here. You can put your bait bucket in there, and it keeps it nice and secure. But it has the same controls as the back one. It's got recirc, automatically fills, all that good stuff. The previous owner mostly used it as a cooler. I don't really use it for too much yet. I kind of keep it empty as extra storage for whenever somebody comes with me, or if the family comes with me, I can put stuff in there. And then this is my second favorite compartment right here in front of the driver console. So the original owner actually put these clips on this, these bait clips. As you can see, they hold a lot of baits. I usually have more. A lot of my baits are in my backpack right now because we got back from a fishing trip, so I put a lot of baits in there. But either way, that's what I keep both of our Garmin ECHOMAPs in. I'll show you where the other one goes in just a minute. But I keep life jackets, a couple extra tackle boxes, just a bunch of safety gear. And then we also have the Garmin LiveScope electronic right here, if you can see that. So the other thing that I keep in this cubby at all times, except for when I'm back home, is this lithium battery. So this is what powers all my front LiveScope, all that kind of stuff. So you kind of just place it in like so, and then you've got a connector right here. Just connect it in, you're good to go for the day. So you take it out at the end of the day, charge it, and I kind of just have it all plug in at the back with the inverter, charge it, and then when I'm ready to go on the next fishing trip, just put that in there that morning, plug it in, and you're set for the entire day. So that's what we keep in that cubby there. Oh, and the other cool thing about all these cubbies is they are all lockable with the ignition key, which is pretty nice. And then as we move forward, we've got two different areas for our fishing rods. This one still has the rod strap, so you can strap them down. So this is usually where I keep most of my rods for the day. Really, this is still quite a bit of rods, but you can put some here. But with the shorter deck, I've found that the rods kind of lean up on the center console. So I don't usually like to keep rods there, so I usually fish off this side now. And then this is the mount for our front Garmin ECHOMAP with the ram mount ball system. So I lift that up and position that perfectly so that I can see it as I'm fishing. I'm still learning LiveScope, but we actually can practice now. And then we have kind of the other big deal up here, probably the biggest deal to me. We have this Lowrance Ghost trolling motor with the foot pedal here. What was nice is this boat came stock with the recessed mount for the foot pedal, and it comes with this cup holder and a couple places for pliers right here. So super nice. So I have a plier mount in the middle for the person in the back, or if you're fishing closer there. And I also got a place for a drink and pliers in the front as you're fishing off the front. So lots of places for all those goodies. And then, so the Lowrance Ghost, it's got the forward-facing sonar, so the LiveScope, and then it's got a down transducer as well, so I can do all the down imaging, all that kind of stuff, and forward-facing sonar. The other cool thing about this is it's got spot lock as well. And when I bought this, so I bought the Lowrance Ghost used. It came with this sea decking foot pedal cover. And when I bought it from Hennessy Outdoors here local in Tennessee, they threw in a different foot cover that, it's cut for this as well, just like this one is. But it's a little bit more my style, so we'll put that on soon, I'm sure. So I installed the Lowrance Ghost myself. It did come with a different trolling motor, but it had a bent shaft and did not have spot lock. So we had to get spot lock on the new boat. Because if you guys have ever fished a spot lock before, you don't ever want to go back. And then I had to make some adjustments, but this is where your front nav light goes. And you also have the trim controls for the motor right here in the front. So if you unexpectedly come across a shallow section, you can hurry and trim up your motor if it's not trimmed up already. So that way you're not bending a prop or ripping your motor off. And then this right here is the switch for this Garmin management system. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but this is what manages all of the LiveScope transducers, the screens. It's what everything connects to here. and that's where all the information goes. So that's mounted right here, and then you have the GPS location for the Garmin stuff here, and then right here you have the Lowrance GPS for the trolling motor that I installed. It's not a self-deploying trolling motor, but it does have this awesome strut, so it aids you in lifting it up. It just has a normal pole cable, but it aids you in lifting it up off the deck and up out of the water. So much nicer, because it is a heavy-duty trolling motor, very fast. I run it at maybe speed 4, and it goes all the way up to 10. So very, very fast. But yeah, entire thing's carpeted. Carpet's in pretty good shape. I'm not the biggest fan of carpet, but like I said, it's in good shape, so very manageable. Oh, and these are the controls right here for the power pole. So right there are the power pole foot controls. So while you're sitting here, you can just press on it with your foot, and that power pole in the back will go down. Super nice. I really only use the power pole in super shallow conditions, because like I said, it's not a very tall one. This is a small boat, but it does work. It's very nice to put that down for lunch, so you aren't having to use the battery for the trolling motor or anything. Super nice. But guys, that's pretty much it. This is the new boat. We might have come up with a name for it, but if you guys have any good name ideas, leave them down in the comments below, and maybe we'll do a poll and see what this new boat's name is going to be. All right, all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the boat walkthrough. I'm happy to officially show you guys everything. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to answer them if I didn't answer them in this video. We also have officially hit a year on YouTube as of last week. So it's been a journey. Thank you all for the support, and to all of those who have subscribed. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys are watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you guys could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And then we'll catch you in the next one.